Hello, everybody. Welcome to our channel. This is Arlie, and this is my sister Lani. Our story for today is a short fairy tale called The Three Wishes. And here it goes. Once there lived a woodcutter with his wife. He used to cut wood in the forest and sold them in the market. This was the only means of his livelihood. One day, he went to cut the wood in the forest. On the way, he was singing a song and enjoying the nature of its beauty. There he saw a very big tree in front of him. He thought of cutting the whole tree to get more wood. As the tree was very big, the wood obtained from it would be enough for his whole life. As the woodcutter picked up his axe to cut the tree, he heard a voice. Please do not cut this tree. The woodcutter stopped and looked here and there, but found none. He thought it to be an illusion. He again picked his axe and aimed at the tree, but he heard the same words again. Please be kind to me. Do not cut this tree. The woodcutter again stopped and looked all around, but he could not see anyone. He was perplexed. Then a fairy spoke from the tree. I am a fairy and live in this tree. During the winter, I live in the trunk, and for the rest of the year, I live on its branches. If you cut this tree, I will be homeless. The winter is approaching fast, and I will die of cold. Do not destroy my home. I will fulfill your three wishes. The woodcutter was very happy. Now he could be rich without doing any work. He accepted the fairy's offer and went to his house to tell his wife about the story. His wife was waiting for him as usual. She was surprised to see the woodcutter back so early and said, Why did you go home early today? You are looking very happy. What is the matter? Please let me know. The woodcutter replied, I got a big treasure today. Though it is not yet to come, I will get treasure soon. And he started dancing. His wife could not understand anything and said, What's the matter? Tell me clearly. I cannot hold my patience any more. The woodcutter narrated the whole incident to his wife. His wife jumped out of joy. The woodcutter said, I am hungry. Give me something to eat. His wife said, Since you used to come home late, I have not prepared anything till now. Wait, I will just prepare something for you. The woodcutter said, No, do not cook anything. I can fulfill any three wishes. Now, as the first one, I want sweets and hot pudding. As soon as he uttered those words, a plate of hot pudding came before him. He ate to his satisfaction, and the plate continued to fill again and again. Then he asked his wife also to try the tasty pudding. But she was very angry and said, You have wasted one wish, and now I wish that the pudding should be pasted in your nose. The pudding immediately stuck to his nose. The woodcutter got annoyed and said, Oh, what a fool you are! What have you done? He tried to clear the pudding from his nose, but the pudding remained stuck. He scolded his wife and said, You have wasted the second wish, and we can ask for lots of money. The woodcutter got irritated and said, Oh, you are a big fool. There is a hot pudding stuck to my nose and you're asking for money? I wish that the pudding on my nose should vanish immediately. The pudding vanished. The woodcutter had a sigh of relief. This way the woodcutter and his wife lost the golden opportunity of becoming rich. Their luck had knocked at the door, but they failed to avail the opportunity and remained poor was as before. And that's the end of our story called The Three Wishes. So, Lanny, any question about the story?
What if the characters were Hansel and Gretel, and what if they wish for sausages?
Instead, so they wish for sausages instead.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what if the characters were Hansel and Gretel, Or probably the woodcutter is Hansel and the wife is Gretel, and they wish for sausage instead. Okay, so here's the story. Once upon a time, a woodcutter named Hansel and his wife Gretel lived in the forest. He worked very hard. They were poor but very happy. One day, the woodcutter named Hansel looked for some trees to cut. He found a very strong, tall tree in the forest. When he tried to chop it down, he suddenly heard a voice. Please help me. The woodcutter looked for where the voice came from. It came from the fallen tree behind him. He looked down and saw a fairy under the tree. The fairy's wings were stuck under the fallen tree. Please help me get out of here. My wings are stuck under the tree. Oh, poor fairy, but how I can remove this big tree? The woodcutter asked. I will tell you how to get me out, the fairy said. The woodcutter did what the fairy had told him. He used the axe and rock for leverage. Very well, thank you, the fairy said. The woodcutter did the fairy had told him. He used the axe and rock for leverage. Very well, thank you, the fairy said. Now you can go. I have to chop down this big tree before it's dark, replied the man. I'd like to thank you for saving my life. Go back home and make 3 wishes. Then all 3 wishes will come true, the fairy said. The woodcutter ran into the house. Oh dear! First make a delicious meal from what you have. I'm very hungry now. Then I'll give you surprising and wonderful news, said the woodcutter to his wife, Gretel. Oh, we only have some soup. I wish we had some sausages too, cried the wife. Suddenly, some sausages appeared on the table. Oh no, a fairy gave us 3 wishes. Now we only have 2 left. You wasted a wish. Oh, I wish these sausages were stuck in your nose, shouted the woodcutter. Suddenly, the sausages stuck in his wife's nose. What's going on here? Ah! Cried his wife. Now we've used up 2 wishes. But oh, how funny you look! Ha ha ha! The woodcutter laughed. His wife was getting angrier. I have sausages stuck in my nose. Why are you laughing? Help me! Oh, I wish. No, no, please stop. Be careful what you say. We have only 1 wish left. First, let's try to take the sausages out of your nose, the woodcutter advised. So they tried to take sausages out of her nose. They put grease on them and pulled. They pulled and pulled some more. But the sausages were still stuck in her nose. The woodcutter and his wife were very sad. What should we do now? I wanted to wish for a big house and food, but only 1 wish is left. But I can't live with the sausages in my nose, cried his wife. The woodcutter thought for a while and said, We have no choice. We must make our last wish to get the sausages out of your nose. The wife was relieved and wished to remove the sausages from her nose. And finally, sausages came out of her nose. What a waste! I was going to wish for some firewood to keep us warm this winter, his wife said. Honey, I really thank you for using the last wish for me. Both of them realized that they were happy before the 3 wishes, and they could be happier without them. At last, they ate the sausages for supper and enjoyed their meal. They both loved each other's company and lived happily ever after. And that's the end of our story. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day. Bye.